ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Spy Family. Now, this episode was a bit more relaxed compared to previous ones, but also that's not to say wasn't important, especially for the development of the dynamic of the Forger family. Very focused on Yor this time, and I really liked it quite a lot. Especially, I hope we're gonna have more episodes focused on Yor, because out of the three family members, being Lloyd, we know quite a bit about him. We don't know his past thanks to that flashback. With Anya, we kind of see more of her point of view, but Yor feels like the one we're missing the most information about. And this episode filled in some gaps and shows how she feels about the family moving forward. So let's get into it and talk about it. Now, at the beginning of the episode, we see Lloyd thinking that Yor keeps coming home late, and they even got me, I'm gonna be honest here. And while they were waiting for food, Anya was really hungry, but they wanted to wait for Yor, and she kept coming back home, very distraught, so to say, very somber looking, pensive look on her face. She was looking for something. It was looking like something happened, with her fingers cut, hand cuts, and even saying she's not hungry. She wanted to go in her room. At first I thought, is it something related to her night job, the assassination things, which this is why, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I hope they're gonna expand a bit more on that, because we haven't seen her job besides her first introduction. We see Lloyd all the time doing spy things. We see Anya doing all of her shenanigans, but we haven't seen Yor's side quite at all. Now, the dog also gets a vision of her crying and feeling very bad, so to say, because if she fails, she might lose them. That's what she was thinking to herself. Now, the majority of the episode focuses on Yor. We see her at work looking very depressed, lost in thoughts, a bit pensive, and kind of not really knowing what to do with herself in a way. And she goes to visit Camila with what I thought at first was a bag of blood, but then after that it started making sense, because in that bag you had crushed tomatoes. She basically assassinated some tomatoes. She was there to see Camila. You guys remember from part 1 with how the relationship with Camila, husband, with how Camila got a bit jealous of Yor. We see them in this relationship. And I gotta say, I started liking Camila a bit more after this episode, because she was there to learn cooking. Yor actually got Camila to help her. Well, Camila kind of got volunteered, so to say, because we see a bit of a flashback when Yor asked all of her co-workers if they could help her with some cooking lessons and things like that. But I gotta say, they were useless, like actually useless, all of them. And we have Camila's, I think that was his my bad, her boyfriend volunteered Camila. Hey, she's really good at cooking. She's gonna help you. So yeah, she got roped into this, which I feel like kind of did better for their relationship. And Camila made a very important comment, which we're gonna talk about that when we get there, going through the episode. Now, we even have Yuri being invited to be the taste tester, because they couldn't handle Yor's cooking anymore. Now, Yuri being Yuri got very jealous that Yor is doing this for Lloyd to learn cooking for him. He's still not really into Lloyd's, to say the least. Now, Yor, I felt like she kind of bought those ingredients more for assassinations. I think she even had the rope there at some point. Even Camila was like, why are you buying so many things? And we had a victim this episode. Somebody unfortunately died. That being a potato. That potato literally got murdered. Yeah. Rip potato. Poor potato. Yor killed a potato. Oh, the way she started cutting everything way too thin. She even cut almost through the table, through everything there. Now, the inner monologues of Yuri, I kind of like him being on the sidelines a bit and commenting with the things that were happening, saying, "Kinda don't like this woman. She's not very nice to Yor. I'm gonna execute her." But then Camila makes a suggestions. Maybe it's time when she kind of saw that Yor is not doing really good with cooking. Think you might be have to be ready for a divorce, and Yuri was like, yes, 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 do that. Yuri still doesn't like Lloyd. He's losing his precious sister to another man. Now, Camila, my bad, Yor, I gotta give her a lot of credit with this episode. She was pushing herself a lot doing this. She even begged Camila again to help her, saying, I want you to help me, please, begging little. And Camila gives in. She's kind of a tsundere a bit in a way, Camila. She kind of blushes at every compliment she got there. And that dude really knows how to handle her. I gotta give him a lot of credit. He knows how to handle Camila. So we finally have Yor's first dish, and it reminded me of Shion from Slime Anime. Like, they would be perfect at cooking if you wanna die. Complete poison, the way it looked. Yuri, of course, ate it, even though he was throwing up at the same time. But he liked it, he was used to it, because we see some more flashbacks with Yor taking care of him. She tried her best just for nutrients. He got used to that. They tried also, they die. I really like the scenes when people were eating Yor's food with how they were on the floor. Now, the second dish has to be meatball. Yuri, of course, same reactions. That meatball, no. No, that's a crime against humanity when you see that that meatball. Now, again, Camila was really awesome this episode, just taking a step back, analyzing the problems, and thinking, hey, what if you cook something that you're familiar with, that tasted good from your parents? What were they cooking? And we see that their mother made some stew. This was probably my favorite moment, one of my favorite moments, because we have another one with Yor, that when Camila said, while Yor was cooking, I think, this is the first time you're not looking robotic or boring, and that says quite a lot. And I really like that comment from Camila, because Yor has always been about this job, and even got into this marriage just to protect her assassination job. And here you actually see her a bit happy, opening up, striving for something more, being vulnerable, not being the best at everything. And I love that comment from Camila. Now we have Yor finally cooking, and the stew was not good, but was not, oh, my bad, was pretty good. And Yuri said that there's something missing, and they realize it's a bit of sour cream from where they come from. That's what they used for the stew. Finally get this taste of home, you know, a kind of a nostalgia trip, and it was really, really good. So Yor finally learned to make a dish, and kind of brought her a bit back with memories of her parents, which hopefully, I hope they're gonna delve a bit in the past of all of them. Now back at home, we see Lloyd training Bond. Anya was starving in the background. She wanted food, and Yor finally gets home and saying she's gonna make dinner, and say they were shocked to be on the street. Lloyd saying it looks poisonous. Anya, this is my last supper. Both of them scared. The reactions were again really good, but they actually liked it. And this was the best moment in the episode, when it meant the world to Yor to see somebody finally acknowledge her, praise her, being happy about something they did. And even the inner comment she made to herself, I wanted to do this to protect this life, to keep on assassinating, but liking being acknowledged and happy. This was the vision they got, that her crying, but out of happiness, which I think it's probably gonna unlock Yor a bit more, open up a bit more to maybe the family. And even Lloyd, he has had so many similar moments like this. It's really nice to have a change of pace and see your side, the perspective of your a bit more. And that was one of the most important moments we have had for your so far in the series. One of the more serious moments, not just the comedic fighting ones and things like, which I love all of them, but this is more development for her and her relationship with the family, which more and more they're starting to become like an actual family. Now, after they finally liked that, there has to be some balance, as all things should be. You made one more dish and they died. They died. But yeah, Yor is still gonna be Yor, let's be honest here. So yeah, they probably could have ended the episode here, but I still liked the second half, even though not as much as the first one. This one was a bit more focused on Frankie and his relationship with Lloyd, because he wanted Frankie wanted Lloyd's help with a girl. They had this secret meeting set up there, and Lloyd just instantly left when he heard what Frankie wanted. But Frankie kept begging, and Lloyd amused him, so to say, and telling him, "My best advice is just work hard." And Frankie almost made a huge mistake there. "I'm gonna leak your identity to the secret police," and the look and the sound there that Lloyd gave him. Yeah, Frankie, he regretted that. He instantly knew he fucked up. But something curious that Lloyd said before that, he asked Frankie at some point to make a small recording device, and while Frankie wanted his help, "I'm gonna do the device for free, now just help me." So what exactly is that device for? Is he gonna try maybe spy on Yor? Maybe after this entire mix-up was revealed that Yor was just trying to cook, maybe something at school. Where is he gonna use this device? Just remember this for next few episodes. Now we see Frankie's date person that he wanted to invite, Monica McBride, and he literally had all her information, like probably even shoe size, hair strands, DNA, like literally. And even like saying, "You're a stalk." Yeah. And the way they went about making this date happening, Lloyd analyzed everything after Frankie helped him, made a little flow chart. If she says this, you say this. If she says that, you say this other thing right here. And it kept expanding more and more, infinite possibilities. But yeah, that wasn't feasible. Maybe for Lloyd, but not for Frankie. At some point, even Lloyd disguises himself as Monica to help Frankie's conversations skills. So yeah, he tried to help him. He tried his best there. Frankie actually goes and asks Monica, even though he stumbles a bit his words. We don't see what exactly happened. It just gets revealed a bit later on. I kind of wanted to see that, but hey, it happened a bit off screen. And after that, we see the Forger family out on a walk. Anya instantly recognizes Frankie, rushes over to him, and he lies. He pretends the date was just, hey, maybe next time. No, rejection is rejection. We've all been through it. It happens. It sucks, but it is what it is. At least Frankie tried, despite of everything. At least he gave it his all. Now Anya reads his minds, realizes there's a bit more to the story. He got rejected, which I think he got rejected based on looks a bit, from what I understood there. Of course, he was frustrated. It's understandable. But like I said, it is what it is. Nothing you can do. She says no, or he says no, depending what you're into. Hey, that's it. At least you tried. Now, while he was at the bar drowning his sorrows, he gets offered an expensive drink when he just ordered the cheapest one, and you see Lloyd there. He was still there for his friend and keeps him company. So yeah, but also the inner thinking they had there a bit with, especially with Lloyd telling him probably would have been a turn out okay because you can't really get attached to people, and Frankie telling him, yeah, coming from a guy with a wife and kid, yeah, that's a good point. And we've seen throughout the series so far, Lloyd is more and more getting attached to this family, even though he doesn't recognize it or admits it. It's probably way too deep with how much he cares for both of them. You know, like I probably said it quite a lot of times. I really hope at some point they're gonna become a actual family, like with everything in the open, everybody knowing about their respective jobs, Anya being comfortable at some point to reveal her powers. That's gonna be interesting dynamic, but maybe that's the end of the series, or maybe further into the series. I don't know, but yeah, this was a more relaxed episode. So let me know what you guys thought about the episode, and also if you guys want me to keep on covering Spy Family, I'd love to have a conversation with you guys about the series and all of the other animes I cover on. Let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So keep enjoying Spy Family. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye bye.